Seabra explained that as a norm, the race calendar for Bushy Park Circuit was set by September 30 in the preceding year. It meant that when they were in Guyana last November, they already had their 2023 calendar set. This year, there will be a series out of the United Kingdom, the Caterham Caribbean Cup, which is supported by Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc. That event is slated for November 24, while Guyana's international meet is scheduled for the weekend of November 4th and 5th. Normally, the Caribbean Series ends in Guyana, but this year, when the organizers of the RCC released the schedule that starts May 14th in Barbados, none of the 5 rounds were listed for the South Dakota circuit. Issues with shipping is the reason proffered, as Seabra outlined in a recent interview. He explained that given the short turnover between the two events in November, they opted not to take the chance to ship the cars to Guyana. However, he did say they could look into visiting at another period.
I would say it's probably not going to be November. We probably can consider other months, but not November. November will be too close. November will be too close, and it is not that we want to take a chance. However, that will not affect the club cars, because the club cars are not competing at the Caterham event. So the club cars will still be there. The invitation will still go out for Guyana club cars to come to our September event here. And I'm going to assume that we still get those cars will still be invited, the Mazdas and the cars that the people in Guyana like to see. I never say no. But as you can see, how the calendar is done out already, it will be fairly difficult, but it is impossible.
While thanking those in authority for getting the cars cleared with urgency when they arrived last November, some issues with shipping meant they only got back all the cars in March 2023. According to Seabra, the late arrival of the cars means there's a delay in getting the engine of reigning champion Guyana's Christian Jeffrey rebuilt in time for the event. That approximately takes 8 weeks.
The ripple effect that we have going on right now is one of the main people affected by us getting back the cars late is the reigning champion. Hurts me to my heart, because to get an engine rebuilt, this is Christian Jeff, he has to get his engine rebuilt. The turnaround time for getting an engine rebuilt at Radical is 6 weeks. The time to get it up is a week, and then the back down is another week. So 8 weeks to engine rebuilt. The reason we postponed our event and possibly have to do it again is because we don't have his engines yet. It's almost bringing tears to my eyes as I'm speaking to you, because we don't want to start a series without the champion having a level playing field to defend his crown.
2 of the 5 legs will be in Trinidad and Tobago, which hosted last year despite not initially being scheduled. However, Seabra indicated this is linked to the early planning between the two countries.
A question was asked when your article came out, how come we're going to Trinidad? There's a major difference between, we had issues with Trinidad. Does that mean we throw Trinidad one side? We had issues with Guyana. Does that mean that we throw Guyana one side? No. No. The major difference in Trinidad is that a title sponsor of Radical Racing in Trinidad is interested in seeing that series come back to Trinidad. And immediately as that series was done in Trinidad, that person was on to us. How can we work out this? How can we get these cars back here? What do we need to be doing? What changes do we need to make? Let us work together. But it can't be left where this series just falls apart because of issues that go on within clubs and whatnot. And immediately we started working. By the time we were in Guyana, plans were already well advanced for what we were going to be doing this year.
Jeffrey, the lone Guyanese who competed in the last series, won the title in thrilling fashion at home. Jeffrey clinched the title by a margin of just 5 points from season-long rival Christian Budising of Trinidad and Tobago by winning the final race of the season at the South Dakota circuit. For the newsroom, Akim Green.